Hi guys, it's Kelly here and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be using the Best Banners stamp, the Love Always stamp set, and I also used the Love Always dies from Concord 9th. And then I'm going to be using just a rainbow of Simon Says stamp colors. This is my last video guest designing for Concord 9th this month, and I knew that I had to make these stripes rainbow before I left because that would just make me so happy. So here I'm using my large Misti, and the reason I'm using the large Misti is so I don't have to move the stamps around that much. I'm going to start with the pink, which is Hot Lips, and just ink this up, and I'm inking it up fairly well, and then I'm going to stamp it down. The thing I like about the Misti is if you don't get really great results the first time around, like I didn't ink up all the areas as well as I could, I can just go ahead and stamp it again, and it's going to stamp in the exact same spot, and it won't be, no one will ever know that I needed to stamp it twice. If I was just doing this with an acrylic block, I'd have to worry about trying to line it up. And then also here I can figure out exactly how much I need to move it so that my stamps are, my stripes are spaced out evenly. So that's why I chose to put them in the middle, so that way I don't have to move the stripes. I can just stripe. Why am I getting those two words mixed up? Stamp and stripe. I mean, wow. Anyway, I can move the paper when I need to. I can just turn it around when I've stamped as many stripes as I need to and run out of room. So say that 3 times fast. But anyway, we're just going to keep doing this, moving them along, holding the paper down with the little magnets until I get to the area where I need to flip it, which is going to be right about here. So after I stamp this one, which is the yellow, I'm also showing you this because even though I'm not showing it every time, I'm cleaning the stamp in between each color. And I like to clean mine with a baby wipe, and then I wipe it with the, like, Shazam wow thing. It's so, I don't even know what it's called. You can buy it at Walmart. It's like the dry way of cleaning your car off. Anyway, or they have the it is like a ShamWow. That is what it's called. Too many late night infomercials for me, I guess. But the reason I'm showing you this one is because I stamped it off just on a clean piece of paper because I wanted to make sure there wasn't any green that was going to contaminate my yellow. Now here I've flipped the paper upside down so that I can continue my stamping without having to move my stripes, and I'm going to do that all the way down back through the pink, so the orange, the red, and the pink. I trimmed this down so that it would be just a stamped panel on the front of my card, and I'm marking that because I really like to frame things in. I love black and white with rainbow colors, so I am giving it a black frame because that's also what I'm going to be stamping in. Now, I'm not really sure where part of my footage went for this, but you'll see that this is obviously a very short video, but part of that footage just got eaten. I had cut out, I used the Love Always frame dies to cut out some hearts out of black paper, and then I also put some Stardust stickles on them because I really like glitter on everything, but especially on my projects that have black and white and rainbow. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this panel down to the center. You can see it's all nice and framed in. And I use just the cheap T-square ruler. I bought it at my local craft store. You can get it at Simon Says Stamp. And I use that for everything. I use it for my card projects. I use it for my hand lettering projects. Just all kinds of stuff. So now I'm using the smaller Misti to just go ahead and stamp my sentiment. And again, this is just to make sure that I get good coverage. That if I need to stamp it again, I can, and I don't have to worry about lining everything up. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that perfect down. And I'm not being careful that it's straight. I think it's kind of cute that it's on an arch. And then I just have some leftover black cardstock, and I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing. So I'm using my embossing buddy to just get rid of any static cling so I don't get embossing powder where I don't want it. I'm going to ink my stamps up in Versamark, and this is just to complete the sentiment. So it's going to say you're, and then I'll have the perfect that stamp, and then just the way you are will also be heat embossed. After I'm done heat embossing these, then I will be trimming them out into panels and popping them up on phone tape onto the striped stamp panel, and I will be adding those hearts with the Stardust stickles, and then that'll complete the card, because this is where my footage went missing. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.